Good morning, everyone. I am here with Bruno, and today we are going back home. But first, we're gonna stop at Dairy Queen and grab some breakfast. Or not really breakfast.
Thank you for choosing Dairy Queen. Would you like to try cinnamon Pull-Apart this morning?
No thanks. Can I just get a small caramel mou latte?
Anything else I can get for you?
No, that'll be all.
Alright, it should be $3.37.
Alright, thank you. But yeah, I'm starving. I didn't have breakfast this morning. He is not hungry. Do not let him fool you. He had plenty of food today.
Hello.
Hi, I have a student card.
Okay.
Mou lattes are so good. They're one of my favorite drinks. I highly recommend. But anyway, me and Bruno, we're gonna go home. We haven't been home in back to my parents' house. We haven't been back there in about 3 weeks. I don't know if I already said that or not. But I really need to get out of the city like as fast as possible because my tags expired today and I really can't afford a ticket. That's actually what I'm going to be doing today. I'm gonna go back home to my parents, and then me and my mom are gonna go pick up some new tags. Actually, I don't know if I would get a ticket today since they expire today. Does that mean that they're bad right now, or do I have until like 12 o'clock at midnight before they're officially bad? You know, I've never had to deal with this because I usually have my tags like a few weeks or a week or two in advance, you know, before they go bad. But I've kind of procrastinated for some reason. I just really didn't want to buy them, which is stupid because buying them is way cheaper than, you know, having to pay for a ticket, and then you pay for the ticket and then you still have to buy the tags anyway, so, but yeah. Oh, I actually got pulled over for the very first time in my entire life a few days ago, and that is a story that I'll have to tell you guys later. But right now we're gonna head back home. We got about a 40-minute drive, and I will talk to you guys when we get there. Alright guys, so we drove my mom's rig out town to get my tags, and now Gandalf, I can drive Gandalf again without fear of a ticket, which is great. But anyway, I was going to tell you guys about how I got pulled over the other day. First, let me go visit Jasper. Hi, baby. Ooh, hi. Ooh, hello. I missed you. Yeah, I missed you so much. I missed my baby so much. You're the prettiest kitty ever, yes. Oh. Oh, okay, goodbye. Bye, baby. Okay. Oof. Okay. Oh my god. I had my glasses in my pocket, and I thought I just broke them. Let me get into some better lighting, and I will tell you guys the story. Okay, I think this might be better lighting. I'm gonna be honest, I just woke up from a nap, so I don't know if I have mascara on my face or not. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys the story. So it was Memorial Day weekend. It was Saturday, Memorial Day weekend, and I was just leaving work. I guess I can tell you guys where I worked at because I don't work there anymore. Sunday was my last day there. I now have a new job, but I did work at Dairy Queen, which ironically, it was not the one that we went to at the beginning of this video. It was a totally different place, but I worked there, and I was leaving there Saturday night. It was about 11 o'clock, and I was going back to my apartment, and as I'm driving back, I'm in the slow lane. The speed limit is 55 miles an hour, but I'm going 45 just because, and there's a car in the next lane right beside me. It's driving about the same speed as I am for some reason, and I notice that it kind of the car is getting increasingly closer and closer to me. It doesn't go over the middle line, but I feel as if it's about to cross over the line, you know what I mean? So I kind of try to give it some space. I slow down a little bit. Every time I slow down, it slows down. When I speed up a little bit, it speeds up. So I don't know what this car's problem was. I didn't go over the speed limit. I never once did I go over 55. Anyway, as I pull off down the road where my apartment is, as soon as I pull off, a cop car lights up, and I guess it had been following me this entire time and I just didn't notice. But it lights up, and I kind of panic because I have never been pulled over in my entire life. I didn't know what to do. I kind of just stopped. I stopped where I was, which was in the middle of a road, and the cop got out and was like shining his flashlight, and he's like, "Can you please move? Because I'm in the middle of a road." So I pull off into a parking lot. The reason why I didn't pull off onto there wasn't like a shoulder to pull my car off to the side of the road. Like, there was nowhere to pull off close to me, so I had to like keep going a little bit down the road to find this parking lot. Anyway, I turn my car off because I guess that's what you're supposed to do. I don't know. That's what I've seen in movies. I keep my hands on the steering wheel because I'm like, don't act suspicious. At this point I have no idea what I did wrong. I wasn't speeding. And I was afraid that my tags had gone out by then, because I wasn't sure the exact date that they were going out, so I'm like, fuck, my tags have expired, and he's giving me a ticket. Even though I don't know how he would have seen my tags, you know, because it was nighttime. Anyway, the cop gets out, I roll down my window, "Hello officer, good evening, how you doing, blah blah blah." And he's like, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Well, back on the highway, you kind of hit the fog line a couple of times, and you're also going really slow." And he was like, "I pulled you over to make sure you weren't intoxicated." And, you know, I'm wearing my work uniform, and I'm like, "No, sir, I've been at work literally all day long." And I guess he obviously notices that I'm not drunk or anything, and that I was just getting off of work. But he asks for my license and registration, so I give him that, and then he's gone for like a minute, and he comes back and he's like, "All right, have a good night." And that's it. That is my experience of, that's my experience of getting pulled over by the police. But I don't know, I just thought it was funny that he thought I was drunk. And I guess it must have been like a slow night for him to pull me over, because I was driving too slow and I kind of hit the fog line a couple of times. And it's not like I was swerving, like drunkenly swerving all over the place. I was just kind of giving that car, the car beside me some room. So I was like, I don't think I ever went over the fog line. I think I just touched the fog line, the line on the outside of the road. But I don't know, I guess it was just a slow night and he had nothing to do, so he pulled me over. But yeah, I can understand, like, if I was going over the middle line, then yeah, definitely pull me over, but like, slightly touching the outside line, and not going 55 miles an hour is not, it's not hurting anybody, you know what I mean? And I was also in the slow lane, so he should have pulled that car that was in the lane next to me for going too slow, if he was going to pull anyone for going too slow, because they were in the fast lane. But yeah, I thought I would just tell you guys that, because I thought it was kind of it was an experience, maybe an interesting one. It was also Memorial Day weekend, so there's lots of parties going on, a lot of people getting drunk and doing stupid things, so I can kind of understand why he did it. And I'm not mad about it. I just thought it was interesting. What I wish I had done, I really wish, because I had my phone on me, I wish I had like recorded it secretively, but I didn't think about that at the time, and also I didn't want to, because like during the time I didn't think about recording, but I did kind of think about texting my boyfriend to tell him what was going on and being like, holy shit, I'm like, this is scary. But I didn't want to bring out my phone because like I was afraid that he would think that I had been on my phone the entire time and that I was texting and driving, which is something I would never fucking do, you know. Don't ever text and drive. Don't risk your life, and more importantly, don't risk other people's lives. I mean, maybe not more importantly, but I think it would be more fucked up to hurt someone else over your own stupidity, you know, compared to you hurting yourself because you're fucking stupid. But looking back, I really wish that he had given me like the breathalyzer test and made me walk the line and, you know, done all that stuff, because I just think, you know, I obviously wasn't drunk. I think it would have been like, I don't know, I think it would have been a cool experience that I could have talked about, but he didn't do any of that because I have obviously, you know, I obviously looked sober. I was just getting off of work. You couldn't smell any alcohol. And I, you know, I was talking fine. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I think I'm actually going to end this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting me, and I will see you guys hopefully soon. Don't drink and drive, kids.